Hello YouTube family, how you doing? This is Kofi Baraka, and right now you're in Kofi Baraka's world. Thank you for tuning in, and how you doing? Right now, of course, this is season 3, and this is episode 11, like Isaiah Thomas, the original. And this episode is entitled Chosen Ones, NoFap is NoCap. Alright, so of course we're gonna pray real quick. God, thank you for this time. Thank you for all the blessings, and thank you for just being there for us. We love you all, heart and might. Amara, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, God. God's first. Alright, so of course you can subscribe, you can like, you can download, and of course you can comment. And if you hear a child singing in the background, that's my daughter. She got her headphones on, she's tuning in on her iPad, she's doing her thing, so you might hear her. So just to give you a, I guess like a warning. Alright, so of course, I think I already said it already, but I'm gonna say it twice. If I didn't say it already, God's first. But yeah, we're here. So this was in my heart today in terms of like NoFap. And excuse me. My first point with NoFap is excuse me. Good shit. Starting already. But no, seriously, with NoFap, that means you were abstaining from masturbation, you were abstaining from having sex, you were abstaining from having intercourse, etc., etc. Basically, I'm speaking for the men today, for the kings. And the queens, naturally, you are also welcome with this conversation because this is just pure knowledge. If you have a son, a brother, a nephew, whoever, even a friend that's of the opposite sex, you could tell them this information because this is really important. In this culture, in this American culture, it's accepted and is morally correct to masturbate. That's why the porn is free, because they want you to sell your soul. You know what I mean? Soon they're going to charge. Soon they're going to be asking for government IDs for porn just to see who is who. You know what I mean? We can't judge because everyone has their time. But with NoFap, this is a time in which you could do 4 to 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, 30, 60, 90, 100, 200 days of just abstaining. I would say if you have a spouse or a mate, to talk to them first. But if you're really like impartial in terms of really going for this, then I would say go for it. But to still not spread the word to everyone. Don't tell everyone. Just tell the most important people, the most loved ones, the ones that will be affected the most, I would say. When you NoFap, you're helping your brain, you're helping your intellectuality. When you NoFap, you help your confidence, you help your courageous spirit, you help your soul. You start to talk better, you start to look better, you start to feel better, you start to make better decisions. You feel God talking to you in a more, not only in a more pertinent fashion, but it comes in more easily. It's like a nice rhythm, it's a nice frequency. You're in a higher frequency. You exercise more, so you're looking better. You know, you eat better because your appetite, palate, or your taste palate starts to build up because the sperm inside your body with the zinc and with all the high nutrients is helping your brain format even more. That's why it's so important to not fact. When I did my, when I say fraternity, I'm talking about, this was a fraternity for like Europe, but when we went through the rites of passage, we couldn't do nothing for 21 days. And it was spiritual, so the Babas knew when you were lying or not. They would have dreams, or they just knew, and you had to be truthful. That 21 day blew my mind because I knew I had a disease. It's a disease, and I'd be real with you. Have I relapsed? Of course, because I was 25, 26 at the time. I didn't really start getting on my stuff until 35, 36 years old. And I'm being honest. I relapsed a couple of times, even during those times. I think like 6, 7 times, during that time. And I'm talking about in the series and then stop it, in the series and then stop it, So this is something real. But I know if I'm going to live a lifetime, it's not that bad. But I've seen the results of not fapping. I've seen the results of fapping. And, I'm not saying one is more drastic than the other, but at the point in my life right now, naturally, no fapping is the way. It's my ideology. That was good. Second point of no fapping is the benefits. And one benefit is you will be attracted even more by the opposite sex. And not only that, and it's naturally if you're single, but if you're single and you're wondering damn, I can't find someone naturally. No fap. You can work on yourself spiritually, and God will bring that special person to you in comparison to you going out there. And there's nothing wrong with this, but dating apps and even going to the streets or going legally, or escorts or whatever. So to stop that route, or paying people, or just, in general, it's just before that happens, or encountering gold diggers. So you can stop all that and get to the person that's supposed to be in your life, that can satisfy you not only mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually as well, but also y'all complement each other financially. You'll complement each other in terms of rearing children. You'll complement each other in terms of building your community, helping each other families, helping each other friends, helping each other. So getting closer to God. So it's just helping the next generation. So it's just you will be a better person. In terms of no fapping, it also helps with your eye to eye, not coordination, but your eye to eye concentration. You would never look down no more. It seemed like God would shine on you even more in terms of no fapping. I'm not BSing. You'll read more. You will go outside your comfort zone, and you'll do stuff like hiking, and you'll do stuff just things that you would never have done, or hobbies you have never, even thought of. And you're doing it, and you're becoming more of a well-rounded person. People will come into your life when you're no fapping, tell you their problems, to look for a solution, because now you're becoming more God body. You're becoming more of a trusted spiritual being. Because see, when you're busting nuts, you're the lowest frequency of yourself. And naturally, when you do the opposite, you become the highest frequency of yourself, So that's why it's so important to really no fap, Because it's and I can't speak for women, but I can speak for a man or men, because I'm a man. But it's just or I'm a king. I can't speak for the queens, but it's and it's periods of pleasure in terms of no fapping with your partner. But at the same time, when you no fap, it's like rebooting your brain and your body in so many ways. And it's really, 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 really groundbreaking in so many ways. You know what I mean? Also, another benefit of no fapping is you get deeper in touch with God, with your children, with your spouse, if you have a mate. You have more empathy for life, as well as financially, you blossom even more. You proliferate even more. Your resources proliferate. Your business proliferate. Like, like I have a business, I also work, and it's just like, it's been beautiful. You know what I mean? It's been really good, and it's just like other miracles are happening too because of the NoFap. And because of NoFap, you become in touch more with the earth energy. Like when you NoFap and then you're doing grounding and then you're doing some sun gazing with the vegan diet, oh shit, you know what I mean? That's a good combination. So it's like, that's a good feeling, man. Fuck that. So it's like, when you add all those, it's like a nice sandwich. You know what I mean? It's like you add the lettuce, the tomato, the vegan mayo, the vegan meat, the rye bread. Bong. Straight bong. I didn't have to use a lighter. Bong. You know what I mean? Oh, you see, we got the blue candle in the house. Oh yeah, got the blue candle. So of course, this is the end of episode 11, season 3 of the Kofi Baraka show. Kofi Baraka's world. Yeah. Of course, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. We're number one. Our God is number one. And the journey's not done. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in and watching. I want you to have a good week. You know what I mean? I want you to have a productive week. You know what I mean? I want you to have a fun week. And try to NoFap. Try 1 day, 2 days. Let's get started. Maybe do some fasting. You know what I mean? Just something, an ice bath. Just something to wake up your soul and to awaken your spirit. You know what I mean? I want to say that peace and balance, and especially with the NoFap, that does bring the equilibrium to a higher balance. So that's important. Also, rest in peace to not only a friend of mine, but a good person in my life. He just passed, and everyone knows who I'm talking about. He's in a better place right now. And I thank you for all the good times that we had, brother. Excuse me. And I won't put your name out there, but everyone knows who I'm talking about. He recently passed. A good brother, a good father, a good uncle, a good son, a good brother. And he was a person I look up to and a person I admire. So thank you, everything, Unc. And chosen ones just really live that 5D life, man. You know what I mean? Last toke for those who can't smoke. Thank you for watching. Again, I love you, my woke ones. And of course, Asante Sana. Have a good one. I see you in the next dimension. Peace.